Viewers, it's big and it's happening on Times Now. What we can tell you is a day after a massive expose, the Thackeray's are beginning to feel the heat in Maharashtra. The Chief Minister's son, who is a minister himself, has come out and suggested that this entire investigation is now becoming mired in politics. We're just going to put out his comments. Aditya Thackeray forced to break his silence, coming out and saying that this entire case is being unnecessarily politicized, dragged through the political mud to target the family. There's a campaign launched to malign the Thackeray's. Not a crime to be friends with B-town personalities. So he's admitting that he has a large number of friendships across the board in Bollywood. Not specifically reacting to various charges that he was present at a party in which there was a very unfortunate accident / mysterious death, that of Disha Salian. Now, viewers, Aditya Thackeray has kept that wiggle room for himself, and I want to go across to our reporters. We have been talking in the past without naming, Arunil, the fact that certain big wigs were present at a party that witnessed events which have subsequently not been investigated with diligence by the Mumbai police. Aditya Thackeray has still not denied his presence at that party. He has come out instead to say that it's not crime to be friends with Bollywood personalities. And he says that there is an very malicious attempt to try and malign my family's name. Arunil, this is a very wishy-washy response from Aditya Thackeray. If Aditya Thackeray was not present, allegedly, at a party where Disha Salian is supposed to have lost her life, then why doesn't he just come out and say that this is lies? It's absolute lies. I was not there, and I am willing to come out with documentary evidence, my call data records to show I wasn't present. Why instead try to play victim here? This is rather strange.
Well, certainly very baffling, Rahul, because it was expected of, firstly, nobody had blamed Aditya Thackeray per se. Nobody had taken his name as well. The Ranes as well, Narayan Rane, in his basically interaction with Times Now also, he had said that a youth leader was present in a party where Sushant Singh Rajput was also present. And later on from there, the party moved to Sushant Singh Rajput's house as well. So Aditya Thackeray's name per se was not taken, but yet he preferred to react on it. But the reaction that he gave out, the statement that he gave out, is very half-baked, saying that I have nothing to do with the Sushant Singh Rajput case, but he is not mentioning whether he was there in any party, but he's not mentioning anything else. In fact, an emotional appeal kind of a thing is been made for the people of Maharashtra, saying that this is an attempt to malign the image of the Thackeray's, and he's also trying to defend the investigation by the Mumbai police, saying that it is the most reputed police department in the entire country, and also saying that this is dirty politics, a politics of lowest level that is being played out over here, and the Thackeray family's image has been completely tried to be maligned by the opposition. That's what
I find the timing of this statement and Aditya Thackeray's comments very intriguing, and I want to go across to Kajal. Kajal, on the day when there is a very real possibility of the CBI stepping in, of the center taking over this probe, Aditya Thackeray plays the victim card, says that my entire family is being maligned. Perhaps some people will look at this as an attempt to create the grounds for what might ensue in case links come out between him and the awful circumstances, the mysterious circumstances of what transpired during that party or other events in the lead up to Sushant Singh Rajput's untimely, unnatural death. Uddhav Thackeray will say this is part of a big conspiracy to politicize the case and go after the Thackeray's. This is very convenient.
In fact, they have been trying to maintain right from the beginning that this is actually a way to create some sort of a grounds by the family and others to try and get the case transferred to CBI. Because see, if there are any sort of links with anyone in the government, then automatically that is a grounds for the Supreme Court to consider that the investigation may not happen correctly, and for the Supreme Court to order some sort of a transfer to a central investigating agency. So the Sena maintains that all of this is being created to create grounds for that, and his statement today seems to be in line with this particular thought process that the Sena is going to go ahead with. So they are continuing to say that they are the victims in this particular case, and that there is no need to drag their name, and it's an attempt to try and malign the image of the Thackeray family. So that is the contention that they are going with, reiterating that he has nothing to do with this case, and the fact that they are being dragged into it for two reasons: one, to malign, and the other,
well,
to create
I find
grounds
it
in the
very, very
Supreme Court.
intriguing. I find the timing of this response extremely intriguing. It's not as if Mr. Aditya Thackeray did not know that his name was being dragged into this entire conspiracy over the last few weeks. It's not as if he was oblivious to all of this. But today, we've had a situation where there's a no-holds-barred approach being taken by the opposition, the Bharatiya Janata Party, and of course in Bihar by the Nitish Kumar government. And it's on that particular day that Aditya Thackeray steps out. Siddhant is also there with us. Madhav, I'm coming out to you straight first. Priyank also there on the ground. But Madhav, this is very, very strange, isn't it? This is very, very strange. The timing of the Thackeray decision to speak out is very, very suspicious. It's creating a ground to perhaps negate any conclusions that the CBI might draw in the near future.
Well, Rahul, if you look at what is going to happen tomorrow, then perhaps that would help us understand the context of all of these statements. We have seen multiple political leaders cutting across these two states, not just Nitish Kumar, Chief Minister of Bihar, speaking out today, in fact, breaking his silence here on Times Now, but also in Maharashtra, we've seen Narayan Rane come out, we've seen Aditya Thackeray come out. All of this very clearly is aimed at setting the record straight as far as their own individual political parties and their own individual cases is concerned before the Supreme Court is seized of this matter. And it's very, very important that any kind of attempt, the attempt on one side is to show that Maharashtra police, which has also to a large extent not cooperated with the Bihar police, hasn't given them documents. All of that is a fact. Even they themselves have not denied it. But at the same time, the Maharashtra police does not, and the Maharashtra government, and particularly Aditya Thackeray, does not want to give an impression that there is any kind of political interference in this case. And he says that they are the victims who are unfairly being targeted.
Something odd here. Something odd. The timing is odd. The timing is off completely, viewers. The timing is off completely. And I just want to go straight across to a insider, very, very important individual who spoke to Times Now, a close confidant of Sushant Singh Rajput before he claims Riha ejected him from the inner circle. Listen to this, viewers. This is absolutely chilling. Hear this.
ये दूसरा टाइप का पूजा था कि कुछ अजीब तरह का पूजा था, ये नींबू फीबू वाला ये सब। तो मैं भी कोलकाता से बिलोंग करता हूँ, हमको मालूम है, क्योंकि जादू टोना होते ही है, ये सब में होता है, मानते हैं, हम भी मानते हैं जादू टोना होता है, ये होता है, वो भी करती है। बट वो हम सुनते थे कि उनका स्टाफ भी बोलता था कि ये हॉन्टेड है जगह, इसको ये है वो है, मतलब डरावना। मैंने चेक करता था, उनके जब अकाउंट में था तो 30 करोड़ तक थे उनके बैलेंस।
कभी था ये, कौन सा था
ये? 2019 जनवरी ऐसे था।
और ये पैसा जिधर जाता था, मतलब कौन खर्चा करता था, किसका खर्चा?
सब रिया के हाथ पे था। जितना भी पार्टी से जब गुजर, मतलब कोई भी पार्टी होता था, रिया के हाथ से लिस्ट जाता था। तो स्टाफ लोग बोल रहा था बहुत खर्चा हो रहा था।
किस चीज़ पे खर्चा?
बस वही पूजा, शॉपिंग, खाना, अच्छा सा चीज़ खाना, कम से कम एक दिन में 45,000, 2 दिन, दूसरा दिन में 1 लाख, ऐसे खर्चा होते हैं। उनको अच्छा लगता था फार्मिंग, मतलब ड्रीम था उनका फार्मिंग करने का। तो सुशांत भैया ने बोला, अंकित हम लोग तीनों जन मिलके यहाँ फार्मिंग करेंगे और हम लोग ऑर्गेनिक चीज़ उगाएंगे। उनका इच्छा था। अभी फिल्म मैं नहीं करूँगा, 4-5 महीने रेस्ट लूँगा, हम लोग तीनों मिलके, भाई मिलके हम लोग करेंगे। ओके सर, चलेगा। तो अभी ये प्लानिंग ही नहीं हुआ था। जब से रिया ज़िंदगी में आई है तो उनको तो फार्मिंग में तो कोई दिलचस्पी नहीं है। वो काफ़ी डिप्रेशन में थे, उनका चेहरा जो लग रहा था पहले जैसा जो सुशांत था वो नहीं था, बदल गए थे, बहुत बदल गए थे, पूरा फेस डल।
ये ट्रिप के बाद की
हाँ, ये ट्रिप के बाद एकदम फेस डल, आँख पे डार्क सर्कल, यहाँ पल्स निकलना, एकदम ऐसा एकदम डिप्रेशन में एकदम कैसे होता आदमी जब कमज़ोर हो जाता है, वैसा थे।
बिना बोले तुमको निकाल दिया था? किसने निकाला था?
हम लोग का कोई चेला चपाटी होगा मालूम नहीं, बट हमको देखने नहीं दिया ना उनको, कौन मैनेजर है कौन है मालूम नहीं। जब वो न्यूज़ में आ रहा था कि लॉक बंद है उनका, जो अभी नए चेला चपाटी जो लोग आए हैं, तो बोला घर में लॉक कर दिया अंदर से। ये कभी भी आज तक सर ने लॉक नहीं किया।
There you go, viewers. Insider, the assistant to Sushant Singh Rajput breaking his silence, and with it, the conspiracy of silence around this case is beginning to crumble, viewers. It's beginning to crumble. We are getting pretty much consistently the same kind of responses on our candid cameras from the individuals who were close to Sushant Singh Rajput about the impact and the influence that Ria had, not just over his life, but also over the general environment and his health. And I want to go straight across first to Ujjwal Nikam before I bring in our reporters once again. Ujjwal Nikam, a senior lawyer, also someone who has led India's charge against terror, and one of Mumbai's noted legal personalities here with us. Ujjwal Nikam, I want to ask you tonight, and we have to be honest, you see, we have to be really honest, because there have been lapses now, shockingly, scandalously brazen lapses by the Mumbai police. I want to ask you, is there any way that these lapses could have been born out of negligence, or are there just too many now dots that seem to connect that suggest that these lapses were born out of deliberation?
Rahul, at the outset, I would like to make clear, I'm here neither defending Mumbai police nor criticizing Bihar police. Whatever the investigation which was made by Mumbai police so far as ADR is concerned, that is accidental death of Sushant, they have not yet opened their cards. So unless Mumbai police open their card, what was found during their inquiry so far as accidental death is concerned of Sushant, we can't criticize or we could not make any comment upon that negligence. But one thing I agree with you, that the moment the FIR was registered at Patna, certain revelation abruptly came on the record. No doubt, Bihar police had investigated certain aspects, they have recorded statement of certain persons, and they disclosed to the media people. And therefore, on this background, there is a lot of suspicion which is moving around the Mumbai police as to whether they have suppressed all these facts or what they are doing. Mumbai police chief has said they are investigating and they have not yet closed. Sometimes it also happens that while making an inquiry of ADR, accidental death, police found some foul play. Police also found some cognizable offense is made out, and they registered the FIR on the basis of the inquiry results in the ADR. This is, I'm telling you, the legal position. Now here, I'm worried and more disturbed. I'm using the word disturbed because now two state police are fighting as if there is a war between India and Pakistan. I'm constrained to say this because Bihar police chief, Bihar DGP is coming on the record in giving interviews to the electronic media as well as the print media, making several things against Mumbai police. Whether it's a proper or not, that is a different issue. I'm worried that because of this allegation, whether they are true or baseless, that is a different issue again. But something is going on between both police forces, and this is not a fair and the proper. As a student of law, I can say.
Okay, well, sir, you're obviously speaking from a position of a passionate public prosecutor that has worked with the police. But just for a second, I want you to just focus on some of the facts. The
Yes.
Mumbai police came out, and the police chief, no less, came out and said that, listen, this is an accidental death, and the first time we ever got a complaint about a threat to Sushant Singh Rajput's life, or the fact that he might have been under pressure from individuals close to him, like Riya Chakravarti, etc., was in June 14th, on the day of his death.
Right.
No one told us this before that. That is an absolute lie, because we now know that O.P. Singh, who is the ADGP of Bihar, got in touch with the Bandra range DCP and told him very clearly that, look, this is the issue, and please, and those are the WhatsApps on your screen, sir, for you also to read. So please investigate this. We are telling you that Sushant Singh Rajput's life is in danger. Now, just add 2 plus 2, sir. I'm not trying to be, jury, judge, executioner. All I'm saying is that at least if you read the WhatsApps, there was a reasonable apprehension that Sushant
Correct.
Singh Rajput was being held against his will in a resort, etc. At the bare minimum, a case of wrongful confinement should at least be made out against certain individuals on the apprehension of the family. Even that has not been done.
Rahul, I agree with you to some extent. No doubt, any communication by any mode, any complaint by any mode, disclosing the commission of offense, it must be looked into. The investigation must be carried out. That is what law says. Now, what the concerned DCP has done, we don't know. Whether he had just overlooked and he was looking for the technicalities, that I don't know. But I sincerely feel that he should have given the much weightage,
There you
because
go.
that WhatsApp had come from a senior police officer.
So
also.
prima facie, this was a lapse. Now, the point is, viewers, we have to determine if it was a lapse, deliberate one, or accidental, i.e. negligent. But it has led to the apprehension of the family coming true. It has had serious consequences for Sushant Singh Rajput. And yet we have a situation, viewers, where the Mumbai police is still resisting a demand for a CBI probe, even though the consequences of its negligence, whether deliberate or accidental, I can't say. Negligence has led to a loss of a life as apprehended by the family. I don't blame the family for having no faith in the Mumbai police. We'll take a short break. Ujjwal Nikam, thank you very much for joining us. Your insight has been valuable. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back, viewers. Don't go away. Uddhav Thackeray has responded, viewers, after Times Now expose yesterday. Clearly, the Thackerays are anxious and worried. I want to go straight across to Sanjay Gupta, political analyst and Shaina NC spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Shaina NC, before I begin, I just want to say very clearly, I find the timing of Uddhav Thackeray's response extremely intriguing. It comes at a time when the centre is stepping in, hopefully on the back of a demand or a recommendation for a CBI inquiry by Nitish Kumar. So is a ground being set to turn this entire thing into some sort of a witch hunt?
Absolutely not, Rahul. At the outset, let's understand whether it is a suicide, abetment or murder. We're not sitting in any conspiracy theory or judgment. But 45 days on, if the Mumbai police has not answered some serious questions that have been raised, whether it's financial entanglement, relationships, and everything that propels this particular situation, you have a victim's father who has, in distress, gone to the Bihar police and registered an FIR, post which Vinay Tiwari comes to Mumbai as an SP to investigate. He is put into quarantine. You have no official statement from the Mumbai police or the BMC. And then post that, you have another scenario where the DGP of Bihar today on television says it's such
Yes.
a sorry situation that he has had no coordination or no replies from the Maharashtra DG or the police. which I think is unfortunate and unheard of. Why?
So the intervention is justified, you're saying, on the back of lapses, whether deliberate or born out of negligence, we don't know, but it is justified. Okay, let me bring in Sanjay Gupta. Sanjay Gupta, it's very clear. At least 3 lies have been exposed by Times Now. 3 lies spewed by the Mumbai police yesterday in a span of 24 hours. Aditya Thackeray today, instead of asking the Mumbai police to come clean on 3 gross miscalculations, attempts to mislead or plain lies, is today trying to play victim, almost preempting the CBI inquiry and what it might find, and saying that this is an entirely political exercise. Has he forgotten that the negligence of the Mumbai police has cost a valuable life? Forgotten that?
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो जो वीडियो आप दिखा रहे हैं, जिसके अंदर महेश भट्ट भी हैं, जिस वीडियो को सुशांत सिंह राजपूत जी जिस तरह से जा रहे हैं, वो 3 साल पुरानी वीडियो है। तो ये बीजेपी के लोग कॉन्स्पिरेसी कर रहे हैं। ये सुप्रीम
आप, मुझे पता नहीं आप किस वीडियो की बात कर रहे हैं। मैं बड़ी सिंपली एक सवाल पूछ रहा हूं आपसे। गुप्ता जी, पुलिस फोर्स पकड़ी गई मुंबई की झूठ बोलते हुए, 1 नहीं 2 नहीं 3 बार, 3 झूठ बोले। और आज सवाल नीतीश कुमार से उठाए जा रहे हैं। आदित्य ठाकरे अपने पुलिस चीफ से क्यों नहीं सवाल पूछता कि वो 3 झूठ क्यों बोल रहे हैं इस मामले पे?
नहीं, नीतीश कुमार जी जो कर रहे हैं वो बीजेपी की, वहां पर बीजेपी,
अरे वो झूठ तो नहीं बोल रहे ना, मुंबई पुलिस के बिहाफ पे झूठ तो नहीं बोल रहे।
नहीं, देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो ये कि
आर यू सजेस्टिंग दैट Nitish Kumar, Nitish Kumar manifested himself upon the tongue of the Mumbai police chief?
No, देखिए ऐसा है कि सीआरपीसी का एक चैप्टर है, प्लेसेस इंक्वायरी एंड ट्रायल, इसके अंदर बिल्कुल क्लियर तौर पे कहा गया है।
आप टेक्निकल आर्ग्यूमेंट्स पे रिलाई कर रहे हैं जो कल कोर्ट देखेगा। मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछ रहा हूं, आप यकीन करेंगे कि जब मुंबई पुलिस चीफ ने कल बोला कि 14 जून के पहले फैमिली ने हमें कभी कोई कंप्लेंट नहीं की, किया, वो झूठ बोल रहे थे या नहीं? सिंपल सवाल आपको।
पुलिस कमिश्नर खुद आकर के इस बात को कह रहे हैं कि हमारे पास कोई लिखित कंप्लेंट नहीं आई। क्या मुंबई के पुलिस कमिश्नर झूठ बोलेंगे?
तो ये व्हाट्सएप्स जो गए हैं, जो कबूल किए गए हैं, बाय द वे,
व्हाट्सएप को कंप्लेंट
नहीं, मेरी बात सुनिए, मुंबई पुलिस ने कबूल भी किए व्हाट्सएप कि हाँ व्हाट्सएप आए, मगर हमारे को लिखित कंप्लेंट नहीं आई, जो एक और झूठ है, क्योंकि आपको एक्शन आप ले सकते हैं विदाउट हैविंग लिखित कंप्लेंट।
नहीं, देखिए,
हाई कोर्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के कई जजमेंट हैं।
व्हाट्सएप के,
अरे आपने पढ़ा है क्या? आपने कल पढ़ा मुंबई पुलिस का स्टेटमेंट? उस स्टेटमेंट में साफ साफ उन्होंने बोला है कि यस, हमें ये व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस आए। और कब आए? फरवरी में आए। तो आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि कंप्लेंट नहीं हुई?
बिना लिखित कंप्लेंट।
आप कौन से प्लेनेट में है सर? सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जजमेंट, दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट की जजमेंट, दोनों जजमेंट्स हमारे पास हैं, हमने कल दिखाई भी हैं, और उसमें लिखा हुआ है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंप्लेंट इज कंप्लेंट, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
नो, व्हाट्सएप उसमें एंटरटेन नहीं होता। उसके अंदर आप जो पुलिस का,
आप देख लीजिए सर, आप भी आज कल्यूड कर रहे हैं झूठ के साथ।
लिखित कंप्लेंट,
मैंने नहीं सोचा था कि शिवसेना आज के दिन डिफेंड करेगी मुंबई पुलिस चीफ को। इसका मतलब यही हुआ, दिस इज क्लियर दैट देयर आर वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट ट्राइंग टू प्रोटेक्ट somebody in this investigation, viewers. I leave it at this. We will be returning at 8 o'clock top, viewers, with some big news on the Sushant Singh Rajput case and Times Now's internal investigation. Stay with us.